is philosophy? And where do you even start? How about we start with René Descartes? Philosophy is the study of our existence. How does everything that we exist in works? What are the mechanics of that? Well, if you start with René Descartes, you say to yourself, how do I know I exist? Descartes was pondering this in the 1500s and he came up with an answer. And the answer was, I think, therefore I am. Now, the way that's put, it's not a good syllogism. A syllogism is where you have two propositions and then you come up with an answer. Now, the basic principle of logic is that you can take two premises and come up with a conclusion. In other words, you have two ideas, put them together, and you get a new idea based on those other two. So if we take René Descartes' concept, I think, therefore I am, the starting place of all philosophy, and you put it into a syllogism, then you can begin from there. So let's do that. I think, therefore I am. To put it in a syllogism, you'd have to say, I think, premise number one, everyone who thinks must exist, premise number two, and the conclusion, because I think and everybody that thinks must exist, therefore I exist. Now that you've determined you exist, and I certainly hope you have, where do you go from here? How do you determine the rules of the existence around you? Well, in classical philosophy, you use your four senses: touch, hear, sight, and smell. And with those four senses, you begin to explore the world around you and determine what those rules are. So the next step in determining how this existence works is to find a way to examine it in a consistent way. And in classical philosophy, we decided to do that using the scientific method. Now, the scientific method is this, essentially. You make your observation based on your four senses. You then test this theory by creating an experiment, and then doing an experiment again, and doing that experiment again, and trying to replicate the same results. Now, if you always come up with the same results, the next thing you have to do is verify it with someone else. Make sure someone else gets the same results. And if someone else does the same experiment the same way, getting the same results, and now you've come up with your first law in the rules